Hustle Daily, what's going on, Hustle Nation? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Big Play Ray coming to y'all with another one. Make sure y'all smash that like button, hit the thumbs up button, hit the thumbs up button, hit the thumbs up button. Appreciate you. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. Let's get right into it. Our favorite cousin tried to unalive her by a car crash. Let's listen and see what she's talking about. Holy.
My favorite cousin at that. So this was May 2022. May, probably like early May. And we was on our way back to my city because me and my cousin had bought an apartment right after high school. We both graduated 2021 and we bought an apartment after high school together. So I moved to her state, which was a whole nother state, way far away from my mother, siblings, like in etc. Stuff went sour, and if y'all want a story time on how stuff went sour, then drop that down below and I'll let y'all know. So stuff went sour, and I was like, yeah, no, it's time for me to go. Like, it's time for me to kick rocks because this ain't. So my friend said she was gonna come and get me. Mind you, I was in a whole other state. So my friend was like, oh, I'll come and get you. Da da da. It's good. It's green. So I told her, I was like, you don't gotta worry about taking me back home or whatever. At the time, I did not have a car. So you don't gotta worry about taking me back home or whatever. In case maybe that my friend, she gonna go pick me up. And she was like, no, I could take you. Mind y'all, my friend knew my situation. So my friend wasn't worried about too much on gas money because my friend knew my situation. My cousin knew my situation as well, but she still wanted to take advantage where she could take advantage of it. So I'm like, okay, that's weird, but she was like, if you give me $100, I'll take you back. And I'm just like, mind y'all, the reason why I was leaving was because of money hungry, was because of abuse, was because of so much things that she did to me that a family member shouldn't have done. So basically, we ended up coming to some type of agreement or whatever, and that's when she ended up taking me home. On our way home, it's like it's like something in between us. It's like a big city in between us or whatever. So, in between that big city, sorry, y'all, I was trying to dry that off. But in between that big city, she seen that I was falling asleep in a car. And she would ask me, like, are you asleep? Are you asleep? Yeah, are you asleep? And, like, I was just, at a point, I just stopped answering. Because it was like, why do you want to know if I'm asleep so bad? It was like annoying. And so I had prayed. This is the last thing I did. I had prayed before I had went to sleep. And I was just like, Lord, protect us on this road. And so God really be working. You feel me? So I'm sorry. So boom, car full of boxes, clothes, everything. So my dog is sitting, the dog it's a story, like, just let me know if y'all want that other story time. But my dog was sitting on my lap, and I'm going to sleep, I'm dozing off, but, like, something in me is telling me, like, you have to wake up, like, you just wake up. So I'm dozing off, and something just woke me up. And I'm like, I look at her, and it just felt off. And so, but I'm really, really sleepy. So usually when I get this off feeling, I'm alert, like I'm on it. And I was just like, this is my blood cousin, bro. I already prayed to God. I should be straight. So I tried to doze off again. The car swerved. I woke up, and I looked at her, and she laughing. And I'm just like, in my head, like, in my facial expression not showing no, like, expression. Because me, when I'm alert, like, when I'm locked in with something, I'm not going to let you know what I'm thinking. Basically, I'm not going to show you what I'm thinking. So basically, she swerved the car or whatever. Mind you, she asked me if I was asleep, if I was up, da-da-da, keep that in mind. So then, after she swerved the car and I woke up and looked at her, I just started playing music because something in my spirit was telling me to stay up. So it was raining real bad, y'all, real bad. And I had just got done with driver's ed, like, not too long ago. So I knew, like, what to do, what not to do, right? She did too. She been having her license. She been driving. She been doing this. And we went to the exact same driver's ed. So I know she know what to do. So she, it was a semi. It was a semi truck. It had passed us, and then she was like, "Have you ever thought about crashing into a semi truck?" Mind you, she's saying this while she's driving, and I'm like, "Huh?" I just look at her, I'm like, "Huh?" Like, cause mind you, I had music playing, but like I know I didn't hear what I thought I heard, you know. And so she was like, "I'm just playing, I'm just joking," and she was like looking at me out the corner of her eye, and I'm just like, "Oh no!" In my head, I'm like, "Oh no." I'm watching you, Big Betty. I promise you we'll be fighting over this well. So then, fast forward, mind you, it's raining heavy. Semi passed us. And you know, when you're traveling out of state, sometimes you'll be with a lot of cars on the road. Sometimes it'll be you and a few cars. Sometimes you'll be the only car out there. So, mind y'all, we traveling like at noon. It's noon at this point. And so, she was like, my friend texted me, "Can you open it?" And so I grabbed her phone. She's like, "Oh, no, never mind. I'll just answer it." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I just handed her phone back. And I'm like, at that point, I really don't care. That ain't my business. So I'm like, maybe she's doing something she ain't supposed to be. I really trying to think about it too much. So I just let her have it. Then 2 hours go by. 2 hours. We're still the only car on the road. It's still raining. We just going through the storm, basically. 2 hours go by. It's 4 hours and like 30 minutes to get from where she lived, where we lived, to where I used to live. So 2 hours down the road. And she just swerved into the center median, the brick center median that divides traffic from going this way, like on the highway though. She swerves into it. And then I'm looking at her, like, I know I'm not tripping. And so I'm locked in my brain mentally because now we hydroplaning after she swerved into a brick median out of nowhere. And I'm like, I'm trying to lock in, but I'm trying to pray at the same time. And because like at this point, we're hydroplaning on a highway. It's raining. She keep braking. I'm telling her, take your foot off the brake. We're going to spin out. We're spinning out at this point. So we're just spinning out. We're spinning out. I have videos of the damage of the car after this, and I have videos of her trying to break her car after this whole situation went down. Literally lunatic. So boom, we're spinning out. I'm telling her, like, stop spinning, stop braking, so we don't spin no more. Because mind y'all, we went to the same traffic A school. They tell you do not brake in rain. Do not brake like that in rain, especially if you losing control of your car. Do not brake. So I'm telling her don't brake, but I know she noticed. And so then we spinning so fast and so bad. We hit the center brick mini again, but we hit it like head on collision, and we spin again. So at this point, I'm preparing my body, and I'm squeezing the dog. I'm preparing my body for ejection, basically. Even though I had a seatbelt on, I'm preparing my body. It's just when my mind is thinking, okay, this is going to end bad, but either you going to be, or you just going to be severely hurt. But I'm like, my God is a fair God, so I'm going to prepare my body the best I can for whatever is finna happen. So, boom. We spin a few more times, and we hit the median again, but this time we hit it on the side, on her driver's side door. And so the car stopped. She's crying, she's screaming, she's just like at lost. And I'm trying to be like the most aware person in the room, clearly hello. So I end up calling the police. And the police was asking us, where are we? Mind you, I don't know where we are because I'm not from these neck of the woods. And so I'm asking her, like, hey, do you know where we are? She's screaming, she's crying. The police is like, is everybody okay? I said, I can't tell. It's clothes everywhere, it's boxes everywhere, shoes everywhere. I can't see her, but I can hear her. And so I said, I'm okay. I'm fine. I just hit my neck. That's it. Like, my neck was the only thing hurting. And I hit my neck. I hit my head, and my neck was hurting. I got, like, whiplash. And I was holding a little dog. And my dog okay like that. Police, I'm not going to say they don't care about animals. They do, but they was actually asking about the humans. And so I'm like, I can't really see her. It's stuff all in the car. So boom. They was like, is your car drivable? I said, I don't know. We haven't drove it. They said, we're going to send an officer out. They just handling another crash down the street from y'all. They end up finding our location off the cell tires. Blah, 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 blah. So boom. Fast forward. The police get there. They tell her, oh, you know your license is suspended. Suspended? She acting as baffled as me. And so they was like, well, you can't drive, da-da-da. She was like, no, please, da-da-da-da. She ended up telling the officer that she took some pills before we got on the road, and she told the officer she tried to avoid hitting a semi truck because the semi truck tried to hit her. It's like I tried to swerve and not let the truck hit me. No, was it nobody on the road, y'all? Promise y'all, wasn't nobody on the road. So I'm gonna have to make a part two because it gets juicy, and it's like, After we was told her license was suspended, the officer had cut her license in half. She was begging for her license back, and he was like, "I'm really doing you a favor. I should be taking you to jail, but I have to deal with bigger things down the road." Mind you, it was a crash down the road, but people was actually injured, and we wasn't injured. So he had moved us from where the center median was on the left side to the right side where you get pulled over by the police at. He had moved us from over there to over there, and he was trying to see if the car was drivable and also move us out of traffic. I'm talking fast just to get that part out. So then she ended up calling her mom or whatever because she couldn't drive back. And mind you, she tried to break her car even more. Literally have it on video. She tried to break her car down more just so it could be considered total so she can get a new car. But that didn't work out in her favor. But we're going to get into that later. So then we're going to get into that when we talk about how everything went south. But anyway, so basically, her mom ended up getting there, and her mom was like only 30 minutes away from us, which was crazy because we was already 2 hours out of the city or whatever, the state. And so we was 2 hours away from where I was going to go home at, like where my home was at. And so her mom got there. She was like, "I can't take you home. You're going to have to go back to where y'all stayed at together." Da, da, da. So boom, I'm all in my feelings, and I'm just so sad, and I'm so mad. Boom, boom, bow. So the police ended up calling a tow truck, got the car towed, boom, boom. I got all my stuff out of the car, put it in her mom's car, and we on our way back to where we originally came from. This is why I should have went with my friend. And my friend made sure she didn't work or nothing just for this exact reason. And I was just so over it. Like, I should have went with my friend. So mind you, while we're in the car on the way back, she was texting me and she was like, "Please don't think I tried to unalive you, da da da." And mind you, like, not one time did that cross my mind that she was trying to unalive me until the end of the story. So when she said that, I'm just like, "No, you're good, da da da." And I was just like, like, I'm really sorry. Like, I just felt like I was the reason because I wanted to go home so bad. So we the reason we got to wreck. But mind you, keep paying attention. So we at the house or whatever, and she had gave her mom some money to go get us some food. Mind you, she can't drive to go get us no food, and I don't have a car. So we both just carless. And so her mom went and got us some food or whatever. This is important. Keep this in your mind. So we sitting in the living room, and she was just like, "I wanna," or whatever. And I'm just like, "For real? Because you in the military, so I know you can't do that, da da da." And she was just like, "Well, after that crash, I lost my car, da da da. I don't have no car, so I'm just really hurt, and I can't move around how I want to move around, so I just feel like I need to." So I'm just like, "Okay, well, do you know the people I don't. This ain't my state." And so she was just like, "Yeah, I'm finna call my friends, da da da, in college, move out." So her friend was the person who used to sell to me sometimes, but the friend. No, her mama come back with the food, and then later she went outside. We're in the living room. She left her phone in there, and her phone was unlocked. So I didn't go through nothing or nothing like that. Her phone was unlocked, and her phone was open, lit up like this, open, but not like that, but actually open. So keep that in mind. The person with the came, they had pulled up or whatever. So they had pulled up. She ran outside or whatever to get the. And so then I see her phone lit up, and just like something in my heart is telling me to go do it, go look. And so I just take a little peek. I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna do it." So I look, and I'm like, "Oh, that's my name. Hold on." Ooh. I'm all in it, and I'm like, "Hold on, they talking about me." So I scrolled up to go see what was said previous. They was like, "Did you get her?" "Get who? Me? Did you get me?" "Oh, So I read more. I go to the top. And it was like, she was like, "I ain't finna take her to da da da, but she thinks stuff sweet, da da da." Mind you, it already went sour before this road trip. So I'm like, hold on. This was planned? She planned to do this? So I'm reading it. She was like, she think I'm finna take her home, da da da. She thinks stuff sweet, da da da, blah blah blah. And so then they just kept saying, "What you gonna do?" She said, "I already took all my meds." Bipolar depression meds? Y'all had me in the car with somebody who took it. Zip it, lock it, put it in my pocket. So I'm reading. I'm like, oh, this must be what she told the officer about the medication or whatever. But why would you tell the officer that? The officer was being so nice because he had bigger fish to fry. He should have took her. So I get to like the middle or whatever of the messages, and this is like after it all happened, because everybody was just asking her what she gonna do, and then she was just like, watch, and so nobody had the audacity to be like, no, don't do it, stop, no, please, wait, no, and I'm just like, these are all people who've been around me, with me. My stuff though, I wrote up, came in my room, everything, ate with me, slept next to me, breathed the same air as me, everything. It was like, y'all, it's just like no loyalty. Like, and this is my own flesh and blood doing this. My mama's niece, my mommy's sister's daughter, my grandma's grandchild. And so then I'm like, okay, So I hurry up try to read, because I look out the window. I'm like, okay, she's still talking. Mind you, these are her friends, so she had to talking for a cool little minute. So I hurry up and get to the juicy part, because I want to know what's tea. Like, what was y'all saying y'all was gonna do? What was the plan? Let me in. Let me know something. I could have been prepared a little bit. I could have had a helmet on. Like, you gotta let me know stuff like this, though. So I'm reading, y'all. I don't take nothing serious. Like, I'm sorry. I just don't take it serious, because I'm not gonna dwell and be hurt and be sad. So anyway, I get to the little middle part. The end part, whatever. And then it was like, did you do it? Da-da-da. She was like, yes, but it didn't go successful or whatever. I tried to unalive her by crashing the car, but I tried to crash it on her side, and I ended up crashing on my side. God's favorite. Goofy, are you dumb? Are you cool up here? You need that? So boom. After I seen that, I'm like, oh, I don't need to see no more. Mind you, I wanted to see more. So I'm scrolling. I'm like, let me hurry up and fast scroll. Mind you, I know where she left her phone at, like on what message, da-da-da. So I made sure to keep that locked in my brain. Screenshot. So boom. I'm reading, and it was like, oh, did you injure her? Da-da-da. She was like, all I got was her neck hurting. What more did you need? You traumatized me. I don't want to drive in the rain anymore. What do you mean? All you got was my neck. You got trauma. I got photographic memory of the whole, videographic memory. I don't even know if that's the word, but I got it in my mind. To this day, I be cautious in the rain. For real. So then, I heard him put the message back where they was at. So I pull her phone back where it was at. I'm sitting in the living room watching TV, whatever, playing with the dog. She could make it there smile. And so then I was like, it's just like, what's wrong? I was just like, today really wore me out. I roll up. We go to the bathroom. I had took a picture. That's for it. I had took a picture of the medication. This is, mind y'all, remember I told y'all she told the officer about her taking some pills? I had took a picture of the medicine prescription bottle in the cabinet at the house before we left, because I want to see what she was on around me. I got to know what you're on when you're around me. Especially if we sit on the same toilet seat and all that. I'm going to be nosy, because if we're sitting on the same toilet seat, I need to know. I need to know if you're clean. I need to know if I need to know stuff like that. So I went and looked or whatever. I got to hurry and speak the story, because we already at 8 minutes and only 10 minutes. So anyway, I looked up her prescription or whatever, and I sent it to my friend. I'm like, look this up for me. And so I had my phone like in my hand, just like while we was or whatever, and I was just like talking to my girl, yeah. And she was like, why do you have my on your phone? And I'm like, oh, I had to know what you doing, because da da da. Like, she thought I wasn't gonna tell her. And so boom, fast forward, we went to sleep or whatever, and I had my closet door in front of my room door, because like in my room, my closet was like right there when you walk in, so like to the side. So I had that door open, and I had my room door locked, and I had my under my pillow, and I'm sleeping like that with my finger on it.
She's stupid.
You get it. So I'm sleeping like that or whatever, y'all. Mind y'all, my room door was locked. Why did I hear the dog barking and it woke me up? I opened my eyes. This girl is standing over my bed. Come back for part 3. So after I had woke up and I seen her like standing over me, I jumped, and she like went from like a devious look to a breaking down, crying, talking about something. Well, I just don't want you to feel like I tried to. You're not beating the allegations, my heart. Like, my room door was locked, and it was a door in front of that door. So if you somehow unlocked my door which was breaking and entering. But we share a name on the lease, so it's not really. But like, if you somehow open my door, it would have hit the other door, and I would have heard it and woke up. Y'all, how come I didn't hear it or wake up until the dog? So I'm like, oh, So then I'm like, yeah, no, this ain't right. So after I see her break down crying from literally just standing over me, like, I should be the one crying. I'm the one who needs a therapist. Like, bro, you're not sane in the head. Like, you're really like, you need Jesus. So after all that happened, I'm just like, oh, So I had pulled that blicky out the pillow, from under the pillow or whatever. And she got scared. She was like, I promise, I didn't. But I didn't even put it at her because I didn't want them charges, y'all. I don't want hell that gun. I don't want none of that. So I'm like, bro, I'm not fit to hurt you. Like, bro, when I say my heart is so pure, bro, this is my family member, my favorite cousin. Like, my favorite cousin turned worst enemy. Like that. Do y'all know that type of pain, bro? Like, forget a heartbreak. What you know about your own flesh and blood trying to take you off this world, and your heart still like, bro. I'm not gonna hurt. I'm not gonna hurt you, bro. But bro, I'm not gonna lie. It was days. I look back on this situation and I was just like, I shoulda did what a lot of Americans would do. But I don't like jail food. I don't. It don't look tasteful. It don't look like cooking with Kaya. It don't look like that. And then the color orange, y'all have never seen me wear orange for a reason. I don't even want to jinx myself in that way. Like, Lord, please protect. After that whole little situation, I turned into a therapist because I'm like, bro, this is my, like, my only daughter. It's just like, I'm too close to this situation. It's too close to home. So it's like, I just didn't want to, like, lose my mind, because at the same time, y'all, this is not my state. Their laws are so much different from my state. My state, I could have got a stand your ground law, boom, easy. I could have won that case. You can't win in that state. That state is like, it's created for people like us to fail and people like them to win. So it's like, well, not she wasn't a part of them, but acted like it. But yeah, I literally like was on the phone with her mom and stuff like that. I didn't tell her mom what she did or nothing, and she painted me out to be a horrible person to her mom, painted me out to be a horrible person to her friends, and it was just like, bro, I literally have videos and proof of everything, bro, text messages, everything. This girl, everything, y'all. Like, I'm literally finna add the videos of her trying to destroy her own car to get it totaled so she can buy a new car. I literally got videos of the officer being behind us, so forth and so on. Like, the officer driving off after he took her license. Like, I just got so much. Like, bro, that's why, like, it's hard for people to really get into it with me, because, bro, I have the receipts for real. But that was literally like my worst family experience, and people always told me never, ever, ever get an apartment with your friends. And I just so happened to say, oh, I'm not, and got one with family. Like, that was gonna make it way much better. Like, no, it was horrible. But I'm gonna add the clips in here. If y'all want me to do a story time on how my favorite cousin turned into my worst enemy, y'all, she had her friends trying to jump me and everything, but that's another story for another day. So let me know if y'all want that story time. This is the end of part 3. Enjoy these clips.
Yo, she really out there trying to break her own car. She got a little clip of the police. Okay, that's all she showed us. I definitely couldn't be friends with my cousin no more. You tried to kill me, bro, and I got the evidence so you tried to kill me. Hey, man, I might have just sent your ass to jail. I might have just sent cuz ass to jail, as a matter of fact. You tried to kill me. You tried to wreck it on my side. I have the text messages. Like, come on, bro. It would definitely, if the, man, you just tried to kill me, bro. Hell nah. It would have been a fade. Nah, it wouldn't even been no fade. It would have been a sucker punch. You feel me? I would have caught you off guard while you sleep, beat your ass severely. You know what I'm talking about? Shit, and then yeah, I would just have to beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? But damn, and if you call the cops, I'm showing the cops these messages. And if you don't call the cops after you got your ass whooped, I'm still showing the cops these messages. Holy, you feel me? So, but yeah, man, when you try to kill somebody, that shit is serious. And then I caught it. I don't even know how she'd be cool with her. Well, she's talking about some. She got another story talking about some. She got more to the story, I guess she say. But that's it for this one, man. Definitely, cuz would have been got their ass whooped and going to jail. You feel me? But I appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with me, man. It's your boy Ray, Big Play.